For this coming year, 2024-25, the budget is $520,000. But in general, it varies from like $500,000 to $650,000.
We understand that not every family can afford to donate the full amount, but we hope that every family can work to donate at least some of the amount, if not all of it.
We take all of the expenses of the marching band, divide by the total number of members, and use that as a starting figure in how we come up with the suggested donation.
This past year, we received $400,000 in donations, and that's for donations from people, donations from corporate match, and also the beer pouring funds that people volunteer. So that's $400,000.
We use donations in the band for a number of things, and probably the biggest items that the donations from the families help to cover are instructional costs for the marching band, because though Mr. Fell and I are both very skilled at our jobs, we can't do it by ourselves, and so we bring on what are essentially walk-on coaches to help teach guard, percussion, and marching. And then they also help to cover the costs to transport the band and our equipment, as well as the elements of our marching band show that need to be designed. So the music that we perform, the drill that we march, the color guard flags that we spin, those are all items that are designed by an outside source, and we have to pay them for their time as well.
Oh yes, for this year, the band donations are going to be very critical because we are doing like 2 overnight trips because we are going to SoCal for one of the competitions, and this is going to be fun because we get to attend the Bands of America after a long time, so the kids and the staff and the volunteers, everyone is excited for that. We provide, like we plan, we shop, and then we cook, and then if needed, sometimes we have to cater these days. So we try to give as healthy and nutritious meals we can to the kids when they are on the road and when they're at the competitions.
And it would be nice to be able to save money for long-term costs like new uniforms or other expenses like new instruments when the marching band instruments wear out. So the short answer is all of it is expected to come from donations. When we figure out the donations, what we do is we take a look at the expenses for the budget, and then we figure out donation amounts that will cover the entire budget. So basically all of it is supposed to be covered by donations.
When we run short on donations, it means that we have to backfill the gap of donations from our fundraising efforts. And what we have typically liked to do with our fundraising efforts is to put our fundraising towards things like purchasing new uniforms for the marching band, purchasing new instruments for the band, because there's always a need to update and refresh our inventory because instruments don't last forever. And those needs are expensive. What we would do with more donations is actually it would allow us to cover our expenses as planned and then use our fundraising money towards other items for the program.
We do try to set up installment payments both on Future Fund and also PayPal. We're trying to set up buttons for PayPal so that you can click and add a subscription and it'll pay in smaller amounts.
So Your Pouring is a program that was put together so that each family has an opportunity to earn 100% of their donation ask. Each volunteer that volunteers their time will earn at least $225 to lower the donation ask. There's no experience necessary for beer pouring, which is the great thing about it. It's really fun if you do it with your friends, and for those incoming parents that are new to AFM, it's a great way to meet new people and earn extra money, not only for your student, but for AFM. I just wanted to say, if anybody's interested and have any questions, please feel free to email funbpour@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have.
We as the directors make a very conscientious effort to put a budget together that we feel balances both the educational needs and opportunities for the students against what we feel like parents could reasonably donate. As an example, in this 2024 season, we are taking 2 out-of-area overnight trips and are coming in with a donation ask that is actually less than last year when we had no overnight trips. And that is because we are very conscientious, as I said, about making sure that we are not stretching the families beyond what we hope they are able to do to support the band. And so I just want to make sure that everybody also knows that as the directors, we try to be really responsible about the budgets that we put together so that we can offer the students a world-class experience, a one-of-a-kind band opportunity, but also know that band is not the only thing that every family is working to pay for in a given year. So we really do appreciate your support and time in any and all the ways that you can donate.
You're going to head over to amateurmusic.org, click on support, then donate, and then click the purple link that says Future Fund. Then you're going to navigate to AFM and donate to your respective group.
Thank you for your support.